My name's Grace Ngatia. I am very, very excited this evening. From Kenya, I am a mother. I am married, and between me and my husband, we are blessed with one beautiful girl, almost turning 20 this year, and 3 boys. The young one is actually turning 3 years in the month of August. I am a mother and I'm a woman. And I'm very excited because this business found me when as a mother. It really feels very sad when you cannot afford to buy something for your child. If you're a mother here, even if you're not a mother on this call, but you have had parents like mine who we were financially challenged, and your child asks you for bread and you cannot provide, and you cannot tell them what's really happening, and you're wondering, what can I do to better the life of my children? And that is where I was. I was brought up in a very humble family where we grew without having meals. We actually had like 1 meal in a day. Grew in town, but we used to do farming when other children are playing. And you can imagine a normal child would want to play with other children. But the kind of setup that was in where I was born, there was no such luxuries as playing out, because we either needed to go out and work on farms. These are farms that you make them to be farms. They are not actually farms, but you get an open ground, you start farming, and that's how you get your food. And I grew like that with a lot of scarcity. And now here I am, started a family. My husband and I, we are struggling. And here we are blessed with our first daughter. And guess what? The same thing is happening to me. And I'm like, can't I have a better life? And as a woman, I would feel the pain. And probably I felt the pain my own mother was feeling. Sometimes just seeing her children cannot have breakfast. And you know what? Every woman wants the best for her children. Just talk to ladies. They want their children to go to the best schools. They want to live in beautiful homes. If you talk to a woman, she wants to have a beautiful kitchen. I mean, she wants to dress nicely. She wants to have money of her own. She wants to laugh with other women. And she wants to even support her spouse if she's married. And if she's not, even if she's single, she doesn't want her to be felt like she's borrowing or she's a bother to the society because she doesn't have a man to provide. So as a woman, it really is exciting to succeed in this business. And today I'm not alone on this panel because I have some great women that also looked at this opportunity sometimes. I started the business 15 years ago, and I will tell you, as a woman, I have had a chance to change my own life. I've had a chance to change my family lives, and I have had to change my own life, my own family life. And I feel very privileged as a woman because I have my own money. I can support my husband. And even when things were very tough for the entire family, this company, this New Life business stood with us for my larger family, nuclear family, and for my immediate family. And we were depending entirely 100% on New Life because there are times there were no jobs. Even my husband had to just look up to this business. So I am telling you that sometimes as women, we need to rise up and support our spouses and support anybody that we live with, even if it's our parents, because we have what it takes. And I'm one of those women. I want to just tell you, it has worked for me. Of course, it has not been easy, and that's what we just want to share. And with me on this panel, I want to welcome a very great lady called Evalye Kasanga. And Evalye is going to just unmute and just give a short story about herself. Then we are going to also have Joaninah Magiri, and we have a beautiful young lady who is called Pelucy from Uganda. So I want us to start with Evalye. Evalye, if you're there, just unmute and tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? We are talking about, we want to empower women outside here. Who are you? And what attracted you to the business? Who are you, Evalye? We need to know who is Evalye and what really how did you find yourself joining this opportunity? Welcome.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you for that wonderful to know who is Grace. I'm really happy to know you. You're a very strong woman. Okay, my name is Evalye Mrema. I'm a mother of 2, married with a one man. I have 2 graduates, one girl and one boy. As a professional, I'm a health worker. I was studied as a nurse, and then I go further ahead and studied public health. I grew up in the humble family, which tell you have to study, to work hard, to perform well in order you can get a good job and to live a good life. Little did I know in that time, okay, we grew in a family where like I saw a mother who used to work. She was just a housewife. My dad was working. My mother used to work really. Just so she kept telling us, as a woman, you have to really be hardworking person in order to sustain your family. Although we used to see our daddy, he go to work and he come, but what he provides is very little. Maybe he can pay just school fees, he can pay those. But our mother is the one who was looking for the food and like that for a living.
Okay, that is very exciting. Maybe you can just answer this question before I go to the next person. When you started this job, because I know women go through a lot. You are a mother, you are a wife, you started this business when you are a nurse, as I've followed your story, and now you started a business. You just have 24 hours. How are you able to balance between your job, your family, and now the Neolife business?
Not only Neolife, I had another business, and also I was managed. I have another business. I was a mother, as a wife also. I was working as a nutritionist. But when you decide to do something, as a woman, we are multi-skilled. Women, we are blessed. We can do anything. So long as you are organized and you can plan by yourself. Maybe instead of waking up, or maybe you used to wake up around 5 or 6, you have to wake up at 5. You start your day early. It's just to be organized and to sacrifice. When you just, the time for working, the time for family, there's no free lunch. You have to sacrifice something to get something. That's what I can tell you. So you can sacrifice your time maybe for sleeping in order to do the business. Of course, the business of Neolife find me. First, I was doing it part-time. I came in the Neolife to use the product, not to do business. But with time, I keep finding this is good business. That's what I was doing. So now I've decided to do Neolife full-time after seeing that there's a legacy, there's a family you can find it, there's other people. The Neolife can collect you together and you can be focused on one thing. So for now, I'm a retired nurse. I'm retired those other business. Now I've decided to go to the Neolife full-time. Yes.
Wow. Thank you very much, Evalye. I hope that the team that is on the call, you're getting the points. Get organized, plan early. I mean, just be disciplined. You have the 24 hours. It's just about multitasking, and you can do it. You're there. Women. You have heard the secret. The women can multitask. If they just learn how to be organized, they can actually do this business. Thank you very much, Evalye. I'll be getting back to you much later. Let me get Pelucy on the call. And Pelucy, if you can hear me, just unmute. This is a young, beautiful girl. To just show you that even anybody can do it, even young girls. And this is a very excited lady, an executive manager. In our country, an executive manager makes between 20 and 30,000 Kenya shillings. I mean, that's good money. I don't know about Tanzania, but Uganda, but I'll tell you that is good money. So this is a young girl, and 25, I will call it 25,000 to 30,000 is a salary someone is earning in our country and has a family and children. And this is a young girl. We need to hear who is Pelucy. So in a short minute, Pelucy, just tell us who you are as a woman. We need to learn who you are, and tell us, how did this opportunity find you? Where did it find you? Welcome.
Okay, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, but you can put your a little bit louder voice.
Okay. Can you hear me right there?
Yeah, better.
Okay, good evening to you all. I love you so much. I have got a privilege to be here with you people. I'm happy. I'm Kawasingu's Pelucy, an electrical engineer. I'm born in Uganda and I love the business so much. I entered New Life last year in November 17th, and I'm still young in the business. But I think by God's grace, I'm also uplifted now to the level where I am. Because I was sick. That's how I got to know the New Life products, and they helped me a lot. First of all, I had the kidney and liver problem, and my aunt was in the business, but me, I didn't know that. When I told her that they've transferred me to India for the transplant, that's when she got to explain to me what is going on. And thereafter, I used the products, but finally I got the positive results. I got healed. And that's how I said, no, this must be serious. I should join it. And as I talk, they've told you I'm executive. I thank God for that. I have not found any challenge yet. Yes, they're there, but not as such, not big that may make me not to quit now, because once you want to develop, you have to withstand no matter what. You shouldn't be like a pothen bag that is taken away by any wind that comes across. Yes, I agree that the challenges are there, but we stand because we know what we need. You know, you asked a question to Evelyn and asked her, and it was interesting. How do you balance? My God, this business, there is nothing big like to say that is going to hinder you from doing this or that. You can do it wherever you are. I've never quitted my electrical department. I have a shop, I have a family, but I'm doing everything. So this business cannot make you to say like, no, this one, I cannot manage it. No, you can do it wherever you are. Whether in your kitchen, you can do it. Whether on a bus, you can do it. So everywhere, it favors we women. And the truth is we are talented that for us, we can do even 100 things by the what a time. I don't know how God created us. So once you commit to do something, you can. So I encourage all women to join this, because it doesn't matter where you are. What you need, it is all about committing yourself and say, this, I must do it. And that's all. Thank you very much.
Wow. Wow. Thank you very much, Pelucy. You have had that. Just commit, just decide. And there's something that I've noted from Pelucy. She's young, but she said she's an electrical engineer. She has a shop, she has a family, she has a business. So what message are we sending to you as you go out there to look for women? Just look for women who have dreams. By the time you're getting a woman who has a family, has a shop, is probably going to school, is having something at the side, this is a woman who is trying to look for things to do to supplement their income to support their spouse. So when you go out there, it's good to do an ID. It's good to, do you like your life? Do you have dreams? What is stopping you from achieving these dreams? And by listening in the middle, you will realize if this is the woman that you're looking for. Guess what? When I cleared Form 4 and I wanted to change my life and I never got a job, I started selling chicken. I started selling rice. I met women who are going to Gikomba market to buy clothes. I joined them. So in my bag, I either had a chicken, or if you can't buy chicken, you buy rice, If you can't buy rice, you buy a shirt. If you can't buy a shirt, you buy socks. I mean, that was only after finishing my Form 4. I had not met this opportunity. That means when the opportunity landed to me, I was a ready person. One of my mentors, I can't remember the name, I think it's Jim Rohn, says, don't look for idle people. Look for people who are looking. Look for people who are looking. Because when you look for idle people, they will also idle when they come in this business. You tell them to train, they tell you, I can't train. I'm tired from doing many things in the house. But you've just had the ladies here. They rise up early. Instead of waking up at 5 or 6 like the normal women, Evelyn at her age, she tells you, I'll wake up at 5. Take care of everything that needs to be taken care in the house. And then I'm ready for my training time. I'm ready to do my business. Pelucy has said, you can do your business anywhere. When you're matatu, when you're in a kitchen, when you're doing your chama things, your merry-go-rounds. As a woman, you can do things everywhere. As a woman, we talk a lot. And that is how somebody discovered Pelucy is having some challenge. You'll find women talking. Are you a woman on this call? And even if you're a man, your sisters might be there talking about how they are having cramps, how they don't have money, how their hair is looking bad and they don't have money. That's an opportunity for you to strike and tell them, guess what? I have an opportunity that can give you money and you can be making your hair every single day you want. So we must use our 2 ears. Listen, 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 because we have the solution. When a woman says, I feel so bad, I've been married, but I've never gotten a child. Yes, God gives, we agree, we know, but you can go ahead. It's a little bit personal, but you can tell them, by the way, see me after this session. I have some good news for you. Then take them aside and tell them, you know, I feel sad for the statement you made. But have you seen a doctor? Let them just tell you and tell them nutrition can help at times. Nowadays, we are not eating right. So there's a lot of hormonal imbalance. And you know what? We have some health products that can be able to help. I'll give you some more information. If you care to listen, you can come to our training. I can send you some videos. And these products have been able to be of good help to many people. And you can give some few examples of people who have benefited from our products. They were not getting children and they have gotten children. So what have you done? You listened in the middle of doing the normal things. I was not just there in a get together, just seated and eating and making merry. I was there carrying my business. Pelucy has said it right. You carry your business everywhere. As women, as men, you carry your businesses everywhere. Have you gone to a funeral? Somebody is going to start blowing their nose and they say they are allergic. That's a click for you. How do you approach it? And we are going to learn that as we continue. Thank you very much, Pelucy, very much encouraged. At your young age, you're already saying as an executive manager, you haven't seen so much challenge to even make you quit the business. That is very, very encouraging. I want to go to Joaninah Magiri all the way from Kenya. If Magiri, you can hear me, in a short ID, just in 1 minute, you can tell us who is Joaninah as a woman and what attracted you to this business?
Thank you so much, Grace. Joaninah Magiri. Joaninah Magiri is a wife, a mother. I have 4 adults, 2 boys, 2 girls, and 4 grandchildren. I'm trained, I'm a teacher by profession, and I've retired. And I'm now a retired teacher. And I joined this business around 5 years ago. And I've never regretted. I've been doing it when I'm working, but now I've decided to take it full time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Joaninah. Joaninah, before she retired, she was a principal. Principal is the highest level you can go in the teaching career in secondary school. So she just wasn't a teacher, and she has taught for many years. And by the time she was retiring, she was a principal, meaning she did not lack food like Grace. She could afford her daily basics. But she today has decided, because she has retired, many people retire and only wait for pension. But today, Joaninah has retired and never had a time to just stay at home because she's busy building her business. What a business. Are you there? There are women outside there. They're just about to retire and they are wondering, they are scared. Let me tell you, it's not easy to retire when every single day for the last 60 years, you've been waking up and going somewhere. And then all of a sudden, a boss tells you, you know what? We no longer need your service. Go and rest. And you know you are not tired. But they just tell you, go and stay at home. No work for you. And now look at yourself. You're working every day. You have nowhere to go. Money is not streaming in as you're used to. You're waiting for a pension. No one to talk to you because you have just heard she has young adults. So she has nobody in the house to play around with. Even if the grandchildren are there, they are not with her. But this opportunity has made her become more vibrant because she has somewhere to wake up and look up to every single day. So you are there. Our business provides the women outside there something that they can do even when they are over 60 years old. So don't just think it's women who are young. Tell them there's a place you can have a community of like-minded people. You empower people on health. You are there, you get an extra income. You can travel. I mean, you should see Joaninah in KICC, the meetings we are having. She's energetic, she's young. No one will say she's retired. So are you there in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania? Go out and look for these ladies. Go and look for Joaninah. Go and look for Morema. Go and look for Pelucy. Go and look for Grace Ngatia. Joaninah, tell us, you started the business part-time as a principal, as a mother, as a wife, a grandmother, and now you started new life. How were you able to balance? How are you able to do it? And especially because I know you are very good at selling the products. You are very good at using the products and you are very good at selling. Your personal points are almost over 500 to 1,000 every single month. Tell us, how are you able to balance? And especially when it comes to sharing the products.
Thank you so much, Grace. When I joined this opportunity, as Grace has said, I was a principal in a school, and the office is very, very busy, a very busy office. But I joined and trying to budget my time such that I have some time for the work that I'm supposed to do. Being the head of an institution, it required a lot from you, a lot of your time, a lot of your commitment. But in the evenings when I'm free and early in the morning, I would wake up in the morning and send messages via WhatsApp. And I would also post some products in my status. And by the end of the day, I would be able to have some sales done. So what is important is you organize your work such that you plan in a way that there is no activity that is going to suffer because of the other. And when you do that, you'll be able to handle all of them. So what is important is just apportioning appropriate time for every activity that you have and ensure that all of them are done within the stipulated time. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much. Everyone is talking about the same thing. You're on the call, you're a woman or you're a man, it all goes to timing. And just to conclude on that, I have just remembered how I started. When I started the business, I had a very funny boss because we used to get to the office at 8 and we would get out of the office at 6:30. And this was a studio. So people will come to take their photos in the evening. So, and the boss would not allow you to close the doors if they can see some customers streaming in, because mostly during the day it was not very busy. So when I started the business, I was told you must attend training, you must build your business. And it was made so clear to me that it is my business that I'm building. And during the day, I am building somebody else's business. So you are on this call. I want to remind you what I was told. If you are employed, especially if you're employed, you're building on somebody else's business. When do you build yours? And I remember they told me, for you to be successful like that person you're working for and he's paying you peanuts, and he's bad because at the end of the month he doesn't pay you on time, you really need to sacrifice your time. And which time do you have? It's before 8 o'clock, before you get to his, those are your free hours. Then after 6 o'clock, when you should leave the office, that is your free hours. And it is in this business I also learned that I have my right. If my contract says I need to leave the office at 6, I cannot be leaving the office at 8 every day without extra coin. I need to understand who I am. I need to know that the contract says I need to be at home, out of this office, clocking out at 5. I am not being given anything extra. Yes, I can work some days a little bit extra and give back to my boss. But remember, my hours, time is money. And why he's keeping me there is because he doesn't want me to do anything else that can make me make more money, and I leave that job. And it is also at that point I read the book. And if you're employed on this call, I want to encourage you to read the book, Poor Dad, Rich Dad. And Poor Dad, Rich Dad talks about the rat race. And the rat race means it's like a game between an employer and an employee. Here I'm trying to just insist, this is your business. You must create time for it. This question we are asking, how do you balance? Because some people say, you know, I'm employed, I don't have time. When I'm out of the office, I have to rush home. If I'm not, I have to go farm. And you find that what they are trying to put aside is the new life opportunity. And I was told, Grace, it is a game. The boss will pay you just enough to make you come tomorrow. And you, as an employee, will just do enough not to be sacked. So that's a game. And I was told, Grace, you have to rise up and build your business. So I started coming to town in the CBD to meet my upline at 6:30. So between 6:30 in the morning and 7:45, it was our training time to learn what am I supposed to do in the business, to understand the products, to answer questions, to find out how can I build the business. Then I would leave the office and I made sure I just maneuvered my own way. And I could leave that office at 5:30. I mean, because if I'm a student, I can't work until 6. I have to attend my evening classes. And that's my free time. So he can't keep me there. So I had like a story that just made sense to him. I have a class, I'm pursuing my education, and my classes start at 5:30. So I have to leave. There were no classes I was doing. I just needed to be more creative. I needed this business to work so that I can leave this salary of 8,000 and become an independent woman. So I had to think, be creative as a lady, as a woman, as a man. So wherever you are, remember it's your business. You are the CEO of your business. So nobody is going to make you get time from your office. No, it's you to learn your boss. I saw some people, it's lunchtime. They are given 1 hour for eating. They would eat very fast for 15 minutes. Then the 45 minutes, they will sit down and start sending messages, inviting for the evening training, such like of things. So that's what Grace did. And in the evening, I was there. On Saturdays, I was available for this business. On Sundays after church. And I remember for me, the first 3 years, I never attended any gatherings. I didn't have time. And my sponsor asked me, you keep going for gathering, you have no money. You don't want to attend training. You have no money. You don't have blue band and jam to give to your baby. I kept telling them my child wants blue band and jam and I can't afford. And she kept on saying, you want to go everywhere. Instead of coming to training, I teach you how you can build a business and later in life afford all these things for your children. So if you're here and you're struggling, please sit down and analyze yourself. Look at your busy schedule of the work. Rise up early, take care of the children. And I remember I've even guided some of the people I have in the team. And somebody tells me, Grace, I'm the one doing farming. And this goes to people who are in a country. Because we are brought up also in the setup of women that I have to do everything. The Bible says, empower others, empower other people. I mean, I don't have to do everything. If I can get a good helper who can support me and I support them also to support their needs, it also makes a lot of sense. I also learned there. I was told, Grace, you can't be the one running to pick your child, run to pick everything, run to do everything. So if you're there, you're the one who has to farm, you're the one who has to weed, you're the one who has to. What about making money? Then you employ someone who doesn't want to do this business and they can weed for you. And you can only go and do supervisory work. What about that? What about you employing someone to milk your cows and just do supervisory? And that time when he's milking, you're there calling your team to guide them what they're supposed to do. I'm just giving you of what I was given, and we applied them, and today we have seen the business make a big change. Now, on our closing message, I would want to bring Evelyn back. And Evelyn is going to tell us, in a short, just summarize, this is the question, Evelyn. What are some of the challenges you have faced in business as a woman, and how have you resolved them? That's one. I would also want you to share with us, you are so good at follow-up. You're so good at personal sponsoring. How do you do it? How do you do your personal sponsoring? How you're so good at follow-up, and that has made you be able to be so consistent in the business, making good income every single month. And I know you've gone through the challenges. So how are you able to do all those things? Sponsor people, do good follow-up, so you are good at developing your team. And then finally, you are able to handle the challenges. And which are these challenges that you have been able to meet? Welcome, Evelyn.
Okay, thank you, Grace. Okay, everything, it has some challenge, and the challenge, we have to overcome them. As I say, as a woman, we are multitask. So those challenges, they are within our means. Like in the business, there are these of rejection, which is something, okay, I don't know, I call them challenge or whatever. It's just a normal thing you have to pass through while you are developing. There are this like a rejection. You go to someone, say, you are doing this. After being, that was, I overcome this, all of this by training. To attend the training, you learn everything, to own your business. The way you say this time, of the time it was first the challenge, but when you understand it, you decided to own it, everything, it will come to pass. Because the challenge may come fairly to do other things, or you have someone else reject. But when you go to the training, you find also those things, they are normal and everyone has that. So that is not a big challenge. If you have a knowledge, how I overcome most of my challenge, to have a knowledge, to read books. It makes you to have that confidence, which can make you to move on. And your mind, you protect your mind from this other thing outside. When your mind is protected, by have that knowledge and confidence, you can continue, you can move on. So those things you find is just the step. When it's challenge, is a stepping stone to another step. Okay, there's a challenge which I face, maybe the people leaving the business. There are some people, they don't understand, they don't have time to read or to come for training. Some we find it, they just quit, they don't renew and they get out. First, it was just disappointment, but after understanding, people are there, people are many outside there. So it was not more another, it was not again a challenge. It's just stepping stone to go to another step. Follow-up is something I learned from the training or maybe from the career, which is we keep following up even the patient like that. So when you just the way they say, you have to must have the name list, you have to have those book, you have to have the record of follow-up. Even that help you to sponsor. You may talk with a person, maybe 5, you can be with 3, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, finally come to join after 3 years. Or some they can join after very short time. But follow-up is the business. If you don't follow up, you talk to the person, you leave, the person can be sponsored with someone else. So you must have a good record. In order you can organize your work, your people who you are talking to, who has tell you this, who has given this product. So with time you can convert them in the business builder. Even customer you can convert them in the business builder. That help me to sponsor. And the follow-up is a business. If you don't follow up your people, you lose. It's like you plant the seed, you don't go to weed, you don't go to put the watering like that. You don't think of harvesting. So that is what I'm doing. You keep following up the people, even if they don't want the business, even if they say, I don't want to hear this thing, just keep that person a friend. With time, he may need this product. Like I've sponsored a person, it was last month. It is a doctor from Uganda. I was here more than 4 years. She came and decided to join the business. Because some may find they don't have challenge now, it's time, 2, 3 years they have challenge. Or they were younger, now they have children. Or now they want an extra income. Think they have become hard, they want an extra income. So that's what we do. Following up is the business. Thank you, Grace.
Wow, thank you very much. I'm sure, guys, you have picked some tips there. I don't want to go repeating because of time. Thank you very much. Let's follow up. Follow up on your customer. Did you just hear that? I have followed somebody for more than 4 years. Can you imagine? But now the person has joined and is a doctor. So don't give up when people say no. She has said something very important. You share the opportunity with me, I'm a girl. And I don't see the importance of really, really joining this business. But 5 years down the line, I'm married, I have children. 5 years down the line, I'm employed, and I just realized the salary is not enough. And now I'm ready to do the opportunity. So don't get offended when people say no. Maybe it's not the right time. Keep them in your list. Keep up with them what is happening, and just find a way, like putting them on your broadcast, putting them on your groups. They keep on seeing what is happening. You send photos. We are going to the East Africa Convention, the summit, and they keep seeing what is happening. And a time is going to come, they are going to be ready. And instead of them going to be sponsored by someone else, they will actually come to the first person who talked to them, just like what you have heard Evelyn saying. So let's go out and follow up people. I'm sure you are there. You don't want to plant a seed and you don't weed it. You don't just go and water it. You don't remove the weeds beside it because it's going to dry. It's not going to be fruitful. And that's what follow-up we have been reminded. Thank you very much for that. Pelucy, you're there. Just tell us, okay, you told us you have not met many challenges, but tell us the power of events. Have you attended trainings? Have you attended big meetings? Why would you encourage us to attend events? Either the company events, either the team events that we are having within a team. Have you attended them, and have they contributed to you becoming an executive manager?
Wow, that's a good question. What I may talk about an event, if you are maybe a visitor, maybe you are a member. When you attend an event, there are many things you learn from that event. as I talk, last July, I was a guest when Charles Bolton visited us in Uganda. I was just a guest, okay? And what I learned from there, when I saw a man of, in his 90s, standing for 2 hours, I said, what is this? Could it be true? But I was watching it by myself. So that one, it showed me that what we see around, and we think that when you grow, it means you cannot stand, it means you cannot run. Charles Bolton did it. And I said, wow. And when I heard that his life, he has been on these supplements, I got encouraged. And remember having that in mind, that I was sick and I got healed. I said, yeah, the things work. You know, when you hear about the testimonies of other people, you see a person telling them HIV AIDS positive, and you see him or her shining. You say, wow, I have many. You get that flashback. You say, I have so and so, I have so and so. They come running into your mind. And by the way, when you hear people telling the testimonies, you said, now it must be me next to tell the testimony. You feel encouraged. And whatever may come in front of you, once you've heard the testimonies, and by the way, a secret is that when you hear the testimonies, try it yourself. Because people, we have different things to deal with in life. Try it. If someone says, you know, I'm retired, but I'm achieving, I'm getting this, I'm okay, I'm this. You have to say, no, I must also experience the same. And you get that zeal in you. So me, I would encourage that everyone on this platform, even those friends who are outside there, you can inform them, you can talk to them. Even if someone is hard like nothing, and you say, no, you come, you invite. Even though has disappointed you 3 times, 4 times, insist. Consistency matters a lot. So I would, once you invite a person, or in any event you may talk about, it helps that person to pick what is going to benefit him or her. You cannot go empty-handed or empty. You just go out of the meeting with nothing. That is a lie. So me, I attended Charles Bolton, and by the way, by the time he comes back, I'll be a director.
Wow.
And then, yes, I will even not have made a year in this, and I want to make it, and I will make it. I'm focused. Thank you.
Wow, so inspiring. Oh, time is running up. Thank you very much, the power of events. As a roundup, Joaninah from there. Kindly just tell us, Joaninah, what are some of the challenges that you have faced in the business and how have you resolved them? Joaninah, what are some of the challenges that you have faced in the business and how have you resolved them? In addition to, what is the power of events? What has the events made your business look like? Would you encourage everybody on the call to attend events? And what are some of the insights that the event have made your business move from the position it was before you attended to what it is today? I hope, Joaninah, you're there. I don't know. Joaninah, are you there? Okay. Joaninah seems not to be there.
Okay.
Okay, you're there.
No, I'm
Take it
there,
up,
Grace.
Joaninah. Okay.
Thank you so much. I'll start with giving the power of events. As my sister said, when we go out during the events, the company events or even the meetings, and people hear those who have been in the business talking, when they talk about what their achievements, or those who have been healed, when they give testimonies of what they have been able to achieve, it changes the mindset of people who are negative. people who are there in the meeting, when they listen to what others are talking about, they find that this is a business actually to do. So when we join or when we go for events, they are very, very important in building up our business, because you end up even signing up guests to and just come to listen and go back. But you find such people will just sign up and join you after listening to the teachings during the event. When people see Chare, like my sister said, when you see Chare, somebody who is very elderly, running around in a hall, and people who are younger than him cannot even measure up with the rate at which he is moving, people get excited. And such excitement, when people know that strength is coming from the supplements, then you find that people will be part of us. Now, there are challenges in this business. One, you may find at times you have a prospect. You have given maybe some appointments, and there are times you find yourself, because when you are part-time, you have given some appointment, at times you may not honor that appointment. This may be quite annoying to the prospects, and it may discourage such a person from joining you. So at times when people are part-time, there is challenge of timing. But as Grace said in the beginning, you have to look for that time when you are free, in the evenings, in the mornings, and those are the times that you are supposed to give the appointment to your people. The other challenges that you may find, at times there may be some expenses that are required here and there, like when you're moved up, maybe you are leader in the business, you may find at times the others are looking up upon you to assist them in one way or the other. Now, if you don't do it, it may also be a discouragement, but you need to share with your people, let them understand where you can, you do it, where you cannot, you may not. Now, the family chores that are expected of you as a mother may also be an hindrance to your good performance. But this one we have been told, you only need to plan your work, budget your time well, wake up earlier than you normally wake up, and do the chores so that you can be having adequate time to do what you're supposed to do. Otherwise, there is nothing that can never have a challenge. The challenges are there, but learn how to solve those challenges and everything will be okay for you. Thank you, Grace.
Wow, thank you very much. You guys, I know you are taking the notes. To wrap up, we have only 3 minutes. I want to bring Pelucy back. Just give us a parting shot. Just talk to the women in 30 seconds. Talk to the hearts of the women and tell the women that are here what they are going to tell the women that are out, so that they can come in and build the business and become successful.
Oh, thank you very much. What I may give the women is one, that when you decide to do something, do it heartedly. No matter the challenge, no matter what you're facing, I encourage you not to feel tired or not to feel like you quit. Be firm and do whatever you may do. In this world, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you regret tomorrow. Let us all stand up and do what we are supposed to do as women. And let us be strong enough to face no matter the challenge that comes, let us face it. As I said at the beginning, let us not be like polythene bags that are just blown by any wind that comes. Let it come, let it find you strong. Nothing to tell you apart from that. I thank you very much and let you have a good evening.
Thank you very much, Pelucy, and a blessed director step in advance. We are looking forward to celebrate it. I believe you already have it by your confession. Thank you very much. Joaninah Magiri, what is the parting shot for the women that are here?
Thank you very much once again, Grace. My word for the people who are here, they should avoid negative people and always listen to positive-minded people. And if they do that, they'll be able to do their business. Because the negative people always show you how difficult it is to do this work. And they always show you how the network marketing is not the right thing to do. But positive people will always encourage you, and you are going to move forward when you listen to positive-minded people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joaninah. Great tips there, and all the best as you continue empowering many other women. Evelyn, you're there in Tanzania. Give us the parting shot. Why should women make money? Just tell us something about how it feels having retired. You have good income as a woman.
Yes. Well, first of all, women, we are the pillar of the family, of the, I think everything, even in the country. If women, you don't have money, even if the confidence is low. So there are those people, young lady, I'm telling you, young lady, is a career or is a business, is a job. No, you must have money. People can say, my husband has enough money. No, if you don't have your own money, you can't be happy. You can't be healthy. You can't enjoy your life. So you have to look for money, and the money you have to work for it, not to be wait for someone to give you. No, you have to pay that price of working to make the money. In order you can enjoy your life, you can prepare your retirement. For young people, so you are going to retire one time, so you have to start to prepare that retirement. Since even if you are in senior 6, you have to prepare for the retirement. The lady who are working, we have to prepare for retirement to start this part-time opportunity, and to work. The way you have to see the women, we are multitasking. We can't fail to do this. We can do it anywhere. So there's no excuse. We don't have excuse. We have to work, and we need to have our money. The money to support the family, to support you. If you have relative, you have everything, and you need the money to support it. So we have to work. Thank you, Grace.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And just to tell you that women, we need to travel and go for holidays. Many of the spouses, the men who are working and have good monies and they have good jobs, you know what? The jobs only carry the men to the big countries, and they go work and they leave the women in their homes. Now, this opportunity of ours will give you as a woman an opportunity to travel the world like it has done for me. I always pride that it is my business that makes my husband travel. I have been to Cape Town twice. I've been to Durban. I've been to Sun City. I've been to Hong Kong. I've been to Turkey. Next year, we are looking to be in Mauritius. And all this, it's courtesy of me who started the business that we are able to travel with my spouse. Are you a woman there? And you're feeling you don't enjoy life. You don't have lifestyle. You don't know how to go. Maybe you're like you have a spouse like mine. We didn't know where to go, to do what, to do. I mean, we don't have an opportunity to travel. Now build this business, and you're going to have a chance to travel with your spouse every single year, so long as you become a world team member. It was such a lovely time enjoying talking to you. And I believe that you have picked the tips. And above all, I want to challenge you, if you're in Uganda, There's an event coming up. The Charlie Bolton event is coming up, I think, next month for you. Get the dates from your upline directors and world team. Attend that event from Friday for directors, Saturday and Sunday. Those events are going to change your business. You just heard from Pelucy that she attended as a guest, and now Charlie is going to come and pin her as a director. Do not miss that event. People in Tanzania on the call, also, I know Charlie Bolton is coming. I don't know the dates, but you already know the dates. Purpose, block that weekend and attend that event. And the people in Nairobi, we know that we are selling the Inuka Summit. Inuka Summit is going to be on the 19th of August. Have you paid for the Inuka Summit? We are going to have a great convention for our team. We are going to recognize you there. You are going to have fun. We are already planning. Things are great. And you need to attend. 19th of August, our special guest is going to be our newest president team member, Husnam Kupete. I mean, we are so privileged because we invited her when she was a 3 Ruby, and now she'll be speaking in our team when she will be a president, when she's a president team member. You do not want to miss Husnam Kupete's story and motivation and skills on how she has built her business. So book your space just by paying 1,000 shillings. And all of us in East Africa, we are going to be at the Impact Summit. Block your dates, plan ahead, plan early on the 28th of October. It depends on your team. Some are traveling a bit early because of logistics, but on 28th, we are all going to be at the Milli Money Center in Dar es Salaam. Yeah, you're going to meet Evelyn live. You're going to meet Grace. You're going to meet Justus. We're going to have fun together. And we are going to be, all of us in East Africa, celebrating what we have done for the last 1 year. So mark that date. You need to register for the Impact Summit at Dar es Salaam, 1,500 from the Neo Life office that you're going. Then go back to your leaders and let them now tell you how much are you paying for your logistics, for your traveling, for your accommodation. And we also have our own lifestyle. We are also going to Zanzibar. I know Uganda is going to Zanzibar. Inuka Summit also is going to Zanzibar. Get those details. Make sure that you support your business so that you can be able to go to greatness. You've already heard that events are powerful. Events will turn your business from where to a better area in the next 1, 2, 3 months after you attend those events. From us, the ladies, Grace Ngatia, Evelyn Mrema, Pelucy, and Joaninah Magiri, we wish you a lovely month. We wish you the very best. May you go out there and touch the women's heart, and let's go out, empower women, and make a big difference, because we all can make it. Thank you. God bless you, and have a great and a lovely evening. God bless you.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, Grace.
Wow, thank you so much, our great speakers for tonight. I only want to close this meeting by saying that whoever has missed this powerful session is actually an enemy to progress. Honestly, when you have such a meeting, you do not want to miss. The recording will be available shortly so that whoever has missed, you can forward it to them so that they can be able to learn and not miss out on whatever has been shared. The ladies have talked this week. The men will also be talking next week. So next week, Wednesday, we will be having a panel of successful men in entrepreneurship. You do not want to miss. Thank you so much. And for Uganda,